welcome to another exciting episode of Good Food, Good Health with me, your host, Ola Bakaraji. I'm coming to you live from the studios of CTV. The show is brought to you courtesy at Dama Slave Foundation. How have you guys been? Happy holidays. I hope you guys are very well. I hope you're fabulous. I hope you're fine. I hope you're staying healthy, of course, and I hope you're being conscientious about your health. Just in case if you do not know what good food and good health is all about, all right, we talk about all things that have to do with food, of course, and how it affects our health. We know that we are what we eat, as that saying goes, all right. It is a cliche, but hey, it's a cliche for a reason. So, guys, make sure that you are very particular about everything that's going into your mouth, everything you're consuming, and all of that good stuff. COVID is still here, unfortunately. Are you vaccinated yet? And if you're not vaccinated, why? Can you tell me about it? Are you having concerns, reason why you shouldn't want to, you don't want to? You can always talk to an healthcare professional, right? So you actually get the actual gist from the source. So you tell them your concerns. Was actually what's stopping you basically from getting vaccinated, guys. So make sure that you get vaccinated, and so that you also mask up, all right? Let's make sure that we are celebrating with caution, with every form of precaution possible, all right? Safety first at all times. I hope you guys also remember to remain my own chicken and make sure you send it over to me. I'm not going to be saying no to that stuff, all right, guys? So on today's episode of the show, just in case you're wondering, what are we talking about today? On the last two episodes, actually, we talked about the goodness of spices and herbs. If you have not checked that out, ensure that you do that. To do that, all right, you have to follow us on our social media handles. So make sure you do that. Be a part of the family. Join the tribe on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. It is CTV Live. That's the handle. And on TikTok, it is CTV Live 1. You can also talk to me via WhatsApp, all right? Don't call the number. WhatsApp only. 0901560908 is the number for you to send your reactions to me via WhatsApp. What we're talking about today, all right? It's going to be, we're starting a new series, basically. It is the vegetable exploration series. Are you excited? Are you ready? So what is this going to be about is the fact that when we're talking about vegetables that are right in front of our eyes, but we just might not know it, we just might not see it, and all of that good stuff. So in today's episode, the first vegetable that we're starting with, it is beetroot. Have you seen it before? Have you come across it? Have you tasted it? Have you cooked with it? Have you tried it at all? What has been your experiences? Let me know, guys. So make sure you talk to me. Let's make this conversation. Let's make it smooth and as enjoyable as possible. So talking about beetroot, right? This particular vegetable, I came across it for the first time in 2012. And I'll have you know that I never tasted it. I saw it, I looked at it. I really like the color. I love the color. I mean, I love vibrant colors. I love vibrancy in my food. We eat with our eyes now, don't we? So, of course, I like for my food to look appealing and all of that good stuff. So, I came across this vegetable in 2012. I did not taste it. I just saw it like, okay, looks nice. And I moved on. I didn't even know that it was available in our local market. I really did not know. I just thought that if I had to get it, I had to go to the grocery store, the supermarket, and all of that stuff. I usually see it on the aisle, the fruit aisle. But this particular time, I did try it. I think earlier this month, actually, yes, I tried beetroot for the first time. And I just thought about the fact that there's just going to be quite a number of people as well, just like me, who have perhaps seen this before and yet they've never tried it. So I tasted it, and of course, I'll share with you my experiences, the taste, how you can incorporate it into your food, and all of the goodness that this particular vegetable has to offer. If you've ever tasted carrots before, which I think you just might have, yes, I think it's quite common, it's quite popular. Yes, that kind of taste, that carrot, that crunchiness. Yeah, I think that's the similarity with carrots. It's just as crunchy as carrots are, but the difference, of course, is the fact that it's red, purplish red, kinda. Yeah, that's the color. Very vibrant, very beautiful color. It just adds some new dimension of vibrancy to your meal and all of that stuff. How it tastes, actually, to me, it tasted earthy, kinda. I don't know, a tiny, teeny bit of, just a tang of bitterness, just a tang. It wasn't overpowering, yes. And okay, so I'll tell you guys, I'll confess, I'm not the most adventurous when it comes to food. Like I told you, I've seen this thing in 2012. I actually had access to it. It was in the fridge for forever. I never touched it because I never tried it before. I wasn't sure how it was going to taste. But hey, I did this one for you. So I actually tasted it earlier in the month, like I actually said. And well, I don't think I'm going to try it again, eating it as itself. But what I've actually fallen in love with it, I really love it in my salads. I love it as a dip. I love it as a smoothie. Yes, I absolutely love it as a smoothie. So you can also try that one if perhaps you've tried beetroot before. You do not enjoy chewing it as it is, as a vegetable by itself. but you can try incorporating it into your diet. So let's now go into all of the goodness that beetroot does have to offer. Okay, I already talked about the taste. Really, I talked about the earthiness that it adds. It's sort of rich, earthy flavor. For okay, I think if you ask someone really how beetroot tastes, it's going to depend on how they like it or not. If it's someone that actually likes beetroot, I think the person is going to most likely say that, oh, it tastes like, yeah, like earthy flavor, that kind of thing. If it's someone who doesn't like beetroot, you just might just answer you and say it tastes like dirt. But hey, they don't know better. That's why. So I think it's going to be, depend on actually who you're asking. If you're not a beet lover, I think you should try it. I'll be telling you guys about all of the nutrients, all of the goodness that beetroot does have to offer. So let's take it from the beginning. Now, shall we, from the top, let's break it down what this particular vegetable has to offer you, how it looks like, and all of that good stuff. You've seen that on your screen in a bit. So let's talk about beetroot. Apart from the color, I already mentioned that. Apart from the red color that actually I've been seeing, I think that's the most common one here. It also comes in white, it comes in gold, comes in yellow. Yes, but I haven't seen those ones with my two koro eyes. No, I haven't. But that red purplish color I absolutely have, and I think it's quite common, even more common than you actually think. That the malams who sell vegetables by a junction, you just might be surprised. They just might be carrying beetroot and you never knew. So, like I said, let's take it from the beginning. Now, shall we, all of the goodness, let's break down the makeup basically of beetroot. Do you know that beets basically contain water? Really, the makeup basically is water. 87% of water, and carbs 8%, and then fiber 2 to 3%. So it is very nutrient dense. Let's now break down all of the goodness. All right. It has carbs, like I already mentioned. Raw or cooked beetroot does contain about 8 to 10% carbs. Yes, so it is. I mean, simple sugar is what it is made up of: glucose and fructose, which makes up about 70% and 80% of the carbs. And in raw or cooked beetroot, let's move on to fiber really quickly. Beetroots are high in fiber, providing about 2 to 3 grams in about three quarter of a cup. Yes, about 100-gram raw serving of it. I mean, dietary fiber is very important. Yes, yes. Doctors always tell us to consume fiber, of course, in moderation. Vitamins and minerals. Now let's break down what beetroot, how much it does have. Beetroots are quite high in vitamins and minerals. They've got folate, which is vitamin B9. One of the B vitamins, beg your pardon. Folate is important for normal tissue growth and cell function. So, big up to beetroot right there. It also has manganese, which is an essential trace element. Manganese is found in high amounts in whole grain, legumes, fruits, and vegetables, and beetroot does have that one. Potassium as well. Beetroot is high in potassium, and it can lead to a reduced blood pressure levels and a positive effect on heart health. I mean, nice. It also has iron in it, an essential mineral. Iron is very important for functions in the body. I mean, for oxygen in red blood cells and all of that good stuff. Vitamin C as well. Beetroot is also high in vitamin C, which is known as, this vitamin is known as an antioxidant that is important for immune function and skin health. So some really nice stuff that beetroot does have to offer. Beetroot also does carry some amazing. So I talked about carbs, I talked about fiber, I talked about vitamins and minerals. Let's now go to other things, other compound that beetroot does carry. Beetroot does contain betanin, which is responsible for that red color, really that pigmented color that you see with beetroot. You also have inorganic. It also has inorganic nitrates, which is found in generous amounts in leafy green vegetables, beetroots, and beetroot juices, and I mean all of that good stuff. So let's move away from the compounds and all of that nitrates, anin. Let's break it down now, shall we? Okay, another thing that beetroot does have to offer. Let's take a look at that really quickly. Okay, so health benefits of beetroot, right? Beetroot does help in lowering blood pressure, and quite a number of people are struggling with their blood pressure, and so beetroot is a very healthy alternative. I mean, fruits, vegetable that actually comes with all of this goodness, already readily available for processing or anything. High blood pressure, of course, we know that it can damage blood vessels and the heart. I mean, we want our heart to be healthy now, don't we? So, beetroot, that's you right there. And eating fruits and vegetables that are high in inorganic nitrates may cut the risk of heart disease by lowering your blood pressure and increasing nitric oxide formation. Beetroot also can help in increased exercise capacity. Quite a number of studies have actually shown that nitrates can enhance physical performance, particularly during high intensity endurance exercises. Dietary nitrates have also been shown to reduce oxygen use during physical exercises by affecting the efficiency of the mitochondria and the cell organs responsible for producing energy. So beets have got you right there. Beets and the juice also, I mean, they contribute to all of this. I mean, they are often used for uh, because they are high in inorganic nitrates. So yes, they actually does used for all of the stuff that I already mentioned. Now talk about I've talked about the pros. Let's talk about the con now. For people who struggle with kidney stone, you just might want to watch your beetroot intake. All right, so you just might not tolerate it if you're struggling with kidney stones. So check with your doctor, check with your nutritionist before you start taking beetroot or incorporating it into your diet. Consumption of beetroot also can contribute to your urine coming out in a pinkish color, or red. It could be misinterpreted or confused basically for blood. So that is one con that beetroot does have right there. And beetroot contains FODMAPs in the form of fructans, which are short chain carbs that feed your gut bacteria. So, and FODMAPs can cause unpleasant digestive upsets in sensitive individuals. So if you're sensitive to that, you should watch your intake of beetroot. Of course, whatever it is has an advantage. It just might have a disadvantage, not necessarily just because if your body does not agree to this particular fruit or vegetable, so you should watch that one, right? So you could try incorporating a little by little and see how you react to it, right? So the bottom line basically is the fact that beetroots are an amazing source of nutrients, fiber, and many plant compounds, right? So I already talked about their health benefits, increased exercise capacities, and it also improves heart health, I mean, which is very, very important, which is as a result of the inorganic nitrate content that beetroot does have, right? Beets are sweet and especially delicious when mixed in salad. So you could try your beets in salad. I especially love it because of this color. Like, I mean, I love color. I love the vibrancy it adds to your meal. I love I mean, in your salads, just imagine that reddish kind of vibe going on there with your leafy greens and the orange color your carrot is giving you. I mean, I love it. As dips as well, you could also blend up your bits with Greek yogurt, a bit of avocado here, garlic for seasoning for your dips or your fries. I mean, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So try that one. I mean, try it out and see how you like it. Let me now tell you something I'll be leaving you guys with basically is the fact that I already mentioned the fact that I especially love it in my smoothies. I absolutely adore beetroot in my smoothies. So I'll be giving you a particular recipe. You can try it and see how you like it. So I already talked about the earthy flavor that beetroot does give. All right, so pairing it with a really nice sweet. I especially love pineapples with it. Pairing beetroot and pineapples, it goes so well together, as well as bananas as well. So we'll be tossing some leafy greens in there as well. So let me give you the recipe. Now, shall we? All right. So you make sure you rinse your beetroot very well. Rinse it very, very well. Clean it so it doesn't get any of the mud into it. So you could chop it up into bits. All right. So your blender can blend it very easily and all of that good stuff. And then for your orange as well, you could also add orange if you want. So all of this is a question of what you have available and what your taste. So it's not. I'm not being particular about a particular fruit or not. Availability, yeah, what you have available, as well as what is nutritious for you, right? So just mix that together. So you wash your beetroot very well, like I said. Your orange, of course, you're going to prep that as well. Your bananas, there's not so much prep going on with bananas, right? And your pineapples as well. So you clean it, you cut it into quarters, right? So your blender can actually process this easily, right? So say about a cup of beetroot, yeah, a cup of chopped beetroot, 1 cup of one whole orange. All right, so you make sure that as you cut off the orange, you know that whitish part, the piece, that bitter one, try and get rid of it so it doesn't affect the taste of your beetroot, your smoothie right there, because it tastes bitter if you actually had the piece. So you could cut it into quarters and scoop out that juicy lovely part of the orange. And then for your bananas, one ripe banana just will do actually. And then 1.5 cup of frozen pineapples if that's what you have. I actually love it better with fresh pineapples, but You know that fresh pineapples will be juicier, so it's going to be more of a watery consistency if you're not using frozen pineapples. And then 1 cup of milk, all right, the milk of your choice. If you want dairy free, absolutely do you. If you want dairy milk, I mean, which is the regular, more common type in Nigeria, you can also get that one. And just toss in a few handfuls of raw spinach or lettuce if that's what you have available, and then chop, 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 blend, 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 and your smoothie is ready. I mean, such a refreshing drink. I mean, it's really good. It's really healthy. I really love it. Absolutely. So, guys, you could try checking out that recipes. I mean, and in this case, the internet is your friend. There's so many amazing recipes you could use beetroot for. I already mentioned in salad. I mentioned in dips. I mentioned in smoothies. I mean, the list is long. It's endless. You just cannot get enough of this amazingness of this particular vegetables. All right, guys. So make sure you check that one out. And I'm going to love you and leave you in a bit, but of course, like we normally do, I'm going to leave you guys with a particular tip. I think is very important. We're in the festive season. We're going to be marrying and eating and drinking. I mean, that's the point of the festive season. And I mean, food is important. We celebrate with food now, don't we? So, guys, make sure that you don't overindulge. Right, that's the tip I'm leaving you with. Ensure that you don't overindulge. Ensure that you are particular about what's going into your body, what's going into your tummy. So, portion control. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Simple sentence. Portion control. Ensure that you're particular. You don't overdo it. I say it tastes really nice. I mean, that jollof rice, that curry sauce. What else am I craving? Perhaps geese dodo, perhaps, or asun dodo, whatever it is you're doing. All right, guys. So make sure that you are very aware of your posture and what's going into you. So don't overdo it, okay? So enjoy, but in moderation, right? Till I come your way again, stick around here on CT. We've got amazing content just for your viewing pleasure, all right? Make sure that you're very conscientious about your health. Ensure that you're safety conscious. Wash your hands properly before you handle any of raw food, raw stuff, anything at all. Ensure that you also clean your countertops properly. It's very important, all right? Health is wealth. Bye for now.